and a very big welcome to everybody for tonight's FTR stream. In the comms box tonight, we have myself, Sean, as well as our driver, Ron. And tonight we are streaming Tier 1. And everyone for the session, welcome, thank you. And yeah, as I said, we are streaming Tier 1. This is the first Tier 1 stream from our Tier 2 drivers, as we no longer have a Tier 1 officially. So everyone who moved up from Tier 2 to Tier 1, congratulations.
Yeah, and I see
And we are into qualifying. Ron, welcome.
Yes, I see we've got 15 drivers tonight, which means we're going to full. Okay, just checking who's on an outlap. Warlock, Leaf on Royan. RJ on Nam, Bulldog and Ronald all on the outlap.
Right, so we're on board with Warlock at the moment.
I think Ronald, Sean, might be the first driver to go onto a hot lap.
Guys, sorry, we just had some audio issues there. I hope you can hear us. So we're on board with Warlock as he starts his flying lap. We're right on board with him as he goes into farm. Going nicely to the right, tight turn to the left. Round village, first DRS section, down the hanger straight. DRS open, hard on the brakes into Brooklands. Tight corner to the left-hand side is Luffield. Coming down the Woodcott straight. Good to get traction out of Luffield. Keeping to the left, nice and tight to the right around Cops. Going a bit over to the right, to the left. Nicely getting out of the way there. Around Beckett's and now into Chapel. DRS open again down the hanger straight. Going around Stowe, keeping it nice and tidy. Hard braking zone into the Vale chicane. Coming around nicely down Club. And over the finish line to go first with a 125.7.
Yeah, just looking, not too many Oaks getting times on board here. Arjan and Lee just putting in, I think, banker laps for now. Expect they might have a bit more pace at hand. Ronald and getting times in the 126s. Nick as well, 126.9.
So Ron, we're on board with Red Bull DTM. Good evening, everyone who has joined again. Thank you for watching us tonight. So we have
Hello,
a full
Bonita
quali
on the street.
session tonight. We have over 14 drivers, so we're currently in Q1. Let's just go to some of the guys. Avalach on his outlap.
Just following some of the guys on their hot lap. Looks like Donovan Duffy's going for another run. He's down in 10th at the moment. He's already done 2 laps.
Ron, I think we can hear you a little bit better now. Oh, Avalach, he's off.
Got a few drivers coming through. There's Donovan Duffy going past him as well. Just looking at the tracks, not too busy right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers only out on track. Donovan Duffy, I think he will go into the pits now. He's already at 3 laps on those tires. But let's follow HB on the track. Maybe Sean go on board. Let's follow him. Just going gently through club onto the main straight. There we go, through club onto the main straight. Try keep it clean, get the power on. And you're looking quite early already for the first turn into Abbey. Flat out through there, then a hard-ish braking zone into farm. Try clip the inside, don't go too far right, come right to set yourself up for the double left-hander on the power as early as you can and as smooth as you can. To the first DRS zone, and we're on to the Wellington straight. Then just pick your braking zone, turn in nicely. You can clip that apex on the inside into Brooklands, keep it a bit to the right as you try hook up Luffield. Stay tight and get onto the power as soon as you can. That goes through Woodcock onto the straight. And then again, you're just looking for your turn-in zone into Cops, absolutely flat out through there, hit the curb on the outside, move over slightly to the right, and then full speed through Maggots, gear down through Beckett's, use engine braking, and in Chapel, just get on the power as soon as you can through the second DRS zone. And that's onto the Hanger Straight. And then we're going to a very aggressive corner of Stowe. Just chuck it in, get on the power as soon as you can, hit that curb on the outside. And then the biggest braking zone of the track. Through the Vale chicane and through club on the start-finish straight. And Avilach does a 1:26.4.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't have the times up there for you. Most of the drivers have retired now in Q1. I think they're happy with their times. So all the drivers will go through.
We'll go through to Q2. I think Grimjaw's the only guy that didn't have a time in, and he has gone over the line now, and he will also retire. And he's 5th with a 1:26.1. So Sean, will maybe give us the classification after Q1. I think everyone should retire now. As it stands right now, Warlock and first with a 1:26.7, Ronald 1:25.9, Red Bull DTM 1:26. Quite a few guys in the 1:26s. Lee 1:26 dead as well. Grimjaw 1:26.1. It's me Buddha 1:26.3, almost exact same time. Just behind him, Nam Assassin, 1:26.345. And then we've got Keegan in 8th, Heinrich in 9th, Ruan in 10th. And still in the 1:26 is 11th, Jaco Nagel, Nam Bulldog, Nick and Donovan Duffy. And then Adrian ITZ Burnout with a 1:26.8. And as you'd expect, everyone in Q1 out on the soft tires. I think some guys just getting a few extra laps in, maybe just get their eye in.
So we're just on board with Avalach at the moment. I don't know if he wants to go for another hot lap. Yeah, Wesley now saying, "Lekker guys, thank you, enjoy the race, have a good one." Thanks, Wesley. And just for your information, we got a classification on the weather, and for quali as well as for the race, we have a dry race, which is not normal for Silverstone.
Yeah, that's very strange. I think Tier 2 had the same thing on Monday night, no rain. So in a way, it's a pity, but I guess it's also nice so guys can turn up the pace and just clock in lap after lap. Some nice support for the guys on the stream, on the YouTube channel there. Ruwan Low showing his support for Jaco Nagel.
And we're just waiting for Sniffalizer to retire. We have the end of Quali 1. We've got Warlock with a 125.7, Safwan Ronald with a 125.9, Red Bull DTM with a 126 dead, Lee van Rooyen with a 126 dead, very close between the two of them, Grim George Jagger with a 126.1, Itmi Buddha 126.3. It's really close racing here tonight, guys.
Yeah, just looking, I think at Q1, it's maybe strange to see Donovan Duffy so far down. I think just went out there and put a lap. I don't think he was really pushing for something there. He's had 2 fastest laps and a pole, so we'd expect him to be not at the back of the pack, but some more support on the stream there. Henry, thanks for your comments. Good luck, Jaco and Avilach.
And we go into Q2, guys, with 14 minutes on the clock. We will lose 5 drivers in this session.
Yeah, Sean, what tire do we think guys will go out here? Most guys are going to try a medium.
I think they're going to try a medium run. I think it's the better start for the race. And I see Nam Assassin has gone out.
Nam Assassin has had a pole already this season. He's also had a race win. He's currently 7th in the championship. Eager to get out there, maybe see if he can get his second pole, I guess.
Interesting that Nam Assassin has gone out on soft tires.
Yeah, I think what we saw in Q1, Sean, is a lot of guys are so close to each other. So I suppose it's going to be hard to be that much faster than 5 other drivers to stay in the top 10 on the medium tires. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 15 drivers already out on track. I think the first guy to start his fast lap is Ronald. Sean, maybe let's follow him around a bit, see what our first time lap looks like. Already a yellow flag in sector 3. Maybe guys just getting out of each other's way. Where's Ronald? Seems quite tidy in sector 1. It's really at Woodcock. You can hear him playing with the throttle there to try get a drive out of that slow corner. Lovely section, Maggots and Beckett's.
I think that downshift is quite important there, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely nice to get a good drive out of there. You'd want to be on the power as early on as you can as well. Again, we see Avilach staying nicely out the way, guys giving each other a lot of respect on track. And through the final little sector, Vale chicane and then club. And Ronald gives our first timed lap of the session with a 1:26.2.
1:26.2 on a medium tyre is not bad at all. I think we will see the times improving slightly on that medium tyre.
Yeah, Warlock aborted his lap. He went into the pits. Maybe he's had some issues out on his first qualifying attempt. Just seeing some other guys putting time in. It's me Buddha 1:26.6. Nav Assassin just ahead of him 1:26.2 as well. Ruan 1:26.8. Yaku 1:26.9. So the guys are pretty closely grouped together.
On board with Red Bull DTM at the moment. Guys keeping out of the way nicely there. Also on the medium tyre.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mark also selecting the medium tyre. He's obviously thinking he's quick enough to get through on that in Q2.
I think the yellow flags are the guys just getting out of the way, right?
Yeah, looks like he aborts that lap there. You could hear as he went into Stowe, he didn't get onto the power at all. Let's see who's next on an out lap. Looks like Keegan, otherwise known as Stifelizer. Few other guys behind him on out laps as well. I think the guys who aborted their first laps also trying to get out there now. More yellow flags, but I think it's just guys on in laps and guys on out laps staying out each other's way.
Getting out of the way very nicely in the Ferrari.
Okay, Sean, should we go on board with Keegan again? Let's see what his lap looks like. Yeah, nice and tidy, just nice and smooth. Good club. Nicely navigated. Tricky corner, cuts it nicely though, gets over right. And gets on the power quite smoothly. Let's see what his sector 1 looks like. Yeah, gets power down nicely through Chapel. Sniffle is actually a purple sector 2, so this is looking like quite a useful lap already. Through Stowe, no drama there either, I think. Yeah, looks like quite a tidy lap there, Sean. Looks like this one could be quite useful.
Very nice and tidy. Going into 6th place with a 126.8. We've had Grimjaw do a 125.9 on a medium tyre, guys.
Oh, that sets a benchmark, eh, Sean?
Absolutely. 3/10 from Ronald. I see Ronald, Nam Assassin and Nam Bulldog have retired. They're quite happy with their times. They know they're going through to Q1.
Yeah, I think high 125, low 126, specifically on a medium tyre. You probably think you're there. Let's see, Sean, who else still has to get a lap? We've got
Avalok out at the moment on soft tyres, coming around the round club to start his hot lap.
Yeah, maybe I thought he was quite quick at this track, looking at some of the time trial data we've seen. But I think maybe he's just trying to make sure he gets into Q3. Not a lot of time left in the session, so maybe he's banking on only having this run, I think. But Sean, I think the soft isn't the worst tyre. I think it helps you with a good start, and if you get a good spot to stop fairly early on and get onto the hards, there's a good strategy that might work for you there as well.
Absolutely. We saw in old tier 3, tier 2 now on Monday night, we had a safety car quite early in the race, and a couple drivers pitted and put the hards on and went the full distance from the soft tyre to the hard. So yes, it's definitely a strategy and option, eh?
Yeah, it's quite a long track, so only a 26 lap race. So I guess if you make the softs last 6-7 laps, then it's 19 laps or so on the hard. So very, very useful strategy indeed. Well, let's see where
rounds the final corner, and he goes first to the 125.6 on his soft tyre.
Yeah, I think soft tyre or not, I think if you add 5/10 or so to that, that's still a very, very useful lap.
Yes, absolutely. And he has just retired. Or
yeah, I think the next
off track. Sorry.
I think the next comparable lap is probably Nam Assassin, also on the softs, and that is like a full 6-7/10 down. So very good pace from Abilach.
Donovan Duffy out at the moment, warming his soft tyres. So let's see if he can compete with Avalach with that 125.6.
Yeah, in Q1 as well, we saw Donovan Duffy uncharacteristically low down on the timing sheet, and with his first attempt on the medium runs of 127.7. So let's see what he can do with the softs.
Donovan has also scored points in every race in his FTR season 2, but no podium yet, or no win yet.
Been fairly consistent, 10 racing scores in a row, 4 podiums. He's had a fastest lap, 2 fastest laps and a pole. So he'll definitely be in the hunt, I think, for a win or a good result tonight. And you can see his laps invalidated. He's just, I think, trying to save those tires, get into another lap. Not a lot of time left, only 3 minutes left in the session. So I think Donovan's going to have to do this lap on this set of soft tires. Just trying to see who else is out on track. This is Nick. He's currently a 9th on a 126.6. He's obviously a bit worried. having set that time on a medium that he might not make it through to Q3. So he's out on the softs. I think maybe just trying to time it to the light as good as he can. He's safe at the moment, but there's a few other guys I think that could still get onto a lap here. Ruan behind him on 11th, he will certainly try. And Donovan Duffy's also gone into the pits. I wonder if Donovan will be able to get another set of tyres on for another run. On a hot lap as well, Sean currently in 12th position. Let's have a look at Jaco Nagel. He's on a pair of softs trying to get into the top 10. He also set a time on a mediums, 1:26.9. Not bad for a set of mediums, but it will not get him into Q3. Goes past It's Me Buddha, who also just stays out the way nicely.
The 7/10's down in that last sector. Obviously, he had done it on his medium tyre, so definitely an improvement here for him.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. I don't think it's the worst tyre to start on, but at least you want track position as well.
And Jaco goes fourth fastest with a 1:26.1.
Yeah, still a very, very useful time. That will certainly put him through to Q3. So I'm just trying to see who else is still on a lap. I think
So far the cutoff is a 1:26.6 run to stay in Q1. So
yeah, so
guys,
far 6.
Oh, sorry, as I say that,
Ruan makes it into 5th on his softs and in latest attempt, 1:26.1 again.
So far guys under pressure, It's Me Buddha, Sniffalizer, and Donovan Duffy. Warlock and It's Burnout have retired from the session, not having set a lap time.
And just following, I think It's Me Buddha now. He is currently 11th, trying to beat his teammate for that 10th spot perhaps, or at least a top 10 spot. He's gone for the safety of the soft tire as well. Lap so far has looked clean to me.
And he invalidates
it. And he was also just too late on the timing sheet, and he will not put another lap in. I think only Nick's still on a hot lap, but he is safe. If he has a race engineer, might be whispering in his ear to say, abort the lap, which he does, it's invalidated anyway.
It's invalidated anyway, yeah.
So I think that is it for Q2. We have our top 10. Yeah, it's Me Buddha in 11th. He'll probably be a bit disappointed about being knocked out in Q2. He has had 2 poles already this season, so maybe not able to get the pace tonight at the right time. Just checking on the stream. Also, Sakirob giving us some comments as well, showing support for Ruan and Nam Assassin.
And guys, that's the end of Q2. So we have Avelach on the soft tire with a 1:25.6, Grimjaw Jagger on the medium tire with a 1:25.9. So Ron, that is definitely Grimjaw Jagger is a massive competitor here. Red Bull DTM with a 1:26, Dead Yakunoho with a 1:26.1, and Ruan VDW29 with a 1:26.1 on a soft tire. And that's our top 5. Right, so guys, as we go into Q3, we have our top 10 drivers. We will now put on the softs, reduce the fuel, and give it everything they can for that pole position.
Just looking at the top 10 drivers, no surprise there to see Lee and Grimjaw. They obviously, we know, very quick coming from old Tier 1. Other guys in the session, Red Bull DTM.
Just want to see who's come out first there, Ron.
Yeah, Red Bull DTM's had a pole.
So we're on board with Ronald at the moment. He's heading the pack here. Everyone Ronald, he's had a nice space.
Yeah, Ronald's had a good run of performance lately. He's at 4 podiums in the last 5 races. 2 wins as well. In that mix, he's currently 6 in the championship.
But he hasn't had a fastest lap yet of a race.
Yeah, all drivers except for 2 are already out on the track. Not a lot of time in Q3, only 12 minutes, and already only 10 minutes remaining in the session. So guys keen to get out and start putting laps on.
So Ron, will you take us on board with Ronald as he starts his final lap?
Yeah, let's go. And just keeping it clean through Abbey, cuts it as much I think as you can cut it there. And then into farm, keeping it nice and tidy. Gets to that left-hand corner, very crucial. Get on the power. Oh, the tail got a bit happy on him there. That might cost him all the way down the straight as well. And into Brooklands, cuts that apex nicely, keeps it nice and tight. Sounds like he got onto the power nice and early there. You can cut that a bit on the right hand side, too much and it's invalidated, but there is a bit of room on that side. Quite nicely through Cops is a Ferrari making a lot of space there for him, off the track in fact, making so much space. Then to Chapel, very nicely done, very smooth, through DRS onto the hanger straight. So far Ronald does have a purple sector in and coming up to the end of his lap. Final corner, just club to go, and our first timed lap, a 1:26 dead. That could be quite useful.
And there goes Nick Foster with a 1:25.8, and even faster Lee with a 1:25.3. Sorry guys, I haven't enabled the tires, I apologize. And the lap times.
And there on the stream we've got a question. Need any drivers? Cameron, yes, head over to our website, FTRF1, and there is a link there to contact us as well.
We're on board with Avilach at the moment. He's on a fast lap. Coming around club, down the home straight. And Avilach goes 7 fastest with a 1:43. He obviously had some serious issues in that lap, right?
Yeah, you said on a fast lap, and I kind of looked, and I wasn't sure if it really was that, but he obviously had a bit of a problem. It's not too bad. There is time left in the session. We know he was at a 1:25.5 roughly somewhere there. So at the moment, he's probably a pole contender looking at the times we've got on the board.
So 9 out of our 10 drivers have now set a time.
Yeah, looking at our top 3 for now. Lee, he's on a 25.3, very useful lap. Nam Bulldog, he's had a few poles this season as well. I think 2 or 3 already. He's on a 25.5. Just behind him, Grimjaw, 25.6. And Nick in 4th currently. He's also in the 25s, 125.8. Nam Assassin, 125.9. And then Ronald, we saw he had a bit of a moment coming out of, I think it was Village, struggling for traction, but still a useful lap on a 126 flat. And then Ruan 126.1, Yaku 126.1. So the top 8 drivers separated by less than a second.
Avilov now trying to improve that time. Obviously, put in enough fuel to do another hot lap.
Yeah, I think he was his lap invalidated in Sector 2 already, so maybe in the first lap he was able to back off and save his tyres.
He has set the time for the 126.4.
Oh, there we go.
But it still keeps him in ninth place. Red Bull DTM on an out lap now, coming down the hanger straight.
Yeah, his first time lap, has he been hiding pace? Is he trying to surprise a few guys? 5 minutes left in the session. If he gets through this and hurries back to the pits, he can probably still do another run. But he has left it quite late, so this might give him a bit of pressure in this run as well. Seems to keep it quite tidy through the last corner. This is definitely a track where you want to hook every corner up. It's about rhythms and flows, and I think if you get it, but I guess if you hook it up, you take that confidence all the way through the lap with you. Yeah, we've got Cameron on the stream. He's telling him, he says his quali pace isn't that great, but his race is a lot better. Cameron, yes, get in contact with us. You can perhaps see what spots there are left.
Yeah, we are more than willing to help out. And the guys on the stream, please share and like the FTR YouTube channel so that we can grow this fraternity.
Yeah, and please remember to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when content is loaded. On Monday nights we do Tier 1 live stream at 7:30. Wednesday nights we have Tier 1 same time, and then every now and then there are some track guides posted as well. So do hit the subscribe button so that you can see when all that happens. Yeah, I'm just looking at Red Bull DTM. Shawnee again invalidated his lap, so he's back into the pits.
He hasn't got much time left. They're on 3 minutes left in the session.
Yeah, this is going to have to be a quick change, and he might not have that much time to prepare his tyres on the outlap. Hey, Ruan, thanks for applying the FTRF1. Yeah, just to confirm that, it is FTRF1.com. So Cameron, please go check it out there.
Right, and we have the guys setting their final times.
Yeah, at the moment we see.
I think we have the Alpha in the lead here on. Oh, he's already invalidated his lap has Nick.
Let's see who else is on an outlap.
Nam Assassin is just behind him. Improved on his second sector.
Yeah, just looking at who else is on outlaps and fast laps. Lee's in the pits. He looks like he's not coming out again, but he has a very, very useful time. It is 1:23.1. Nam Bulldog, he's on an outlap. He's got almost 3 tenths to make up there, Sean, to get if he wants pole. Grimjaw was on a hot lap, but I see he's gone off the track. He's invalidated his lap. I don't know if he's got time or tyres left to try that again. Ronald is on a hot lap as well. Trying to see if he can get into the top 3. In fact, I think Ronald has also aborted his lap, but he still has time, I think, to do another one. No, Ronald is in the pits, so 4th is the best he can do this evening.
Avilach is starting his hot lap. And as we say that Ronald, Nick and Namassassin have retired from the session.
Yeah, they've all, I think, had their runs and ran out of time to do anything again. Avilach is a 10th down in Sector 1, so he's looking quite useful in his latest attempt for pole.
Currently 4th in the championship, Ron.
Yeah, he's had some good results throughout the season. I think he's going to be keen to try catch his teammate. They've had a good battle last time around in Austria 2 weeks ago. And I think he'll also might feel the pressure of Red Bull DTM behind him, so he'll want to rack up points wherever he can. Just looking at Avilach's second sector time, half a second quicker. So he's really putting a fantastic lap together here. Looks like he's keeping it nice and tidy. Not further to go. Vale chicane, clips the apex is quite nice. And through club. And Avilach puts a time, 1:25.4, puts him in second. A lot better than 9th. Very good lap indeed.
And Grimjaw once again hiding pace with a 1:25.2.
Wow, that came from almost nowhere, Sean.
Red Bull DTM still trying to set a time. And we know from his racing in Tier 2 that he's quite quick.
Yeah, Lee not far to go. Just hooks up Stowe to get a nice drive out of there. The last couple of corners, Vale Club.
Going a little bit wide there. And it puts him 5th.
Yeah, that's the only clean lap I think he strung together in the whole session, and it was good enough for 5th, so well done.
Excellent. So, ending quali 3, we have Grimjaw Jagger with a 1:25.2, Lee van Rooyen with a 1:25.3, Avilach with a 1:25.4. So really, hardly any time between the two guys, or three guys. Nam Bulldog with a 1:25.5, Red Bull DTM with a 1:25.6, Ronald with a 1:25.7, Ron with a 1:25.7 as well, Nick with a 1:25.8, Nam Assassin with a 1:25.8 as well, and Yaku with a 1:26 dead.
So well done, Grimjaw, Lee, and Avilach. Also well done to Ferrari 9th and 10th. Only Ferrari and Red Bull getting both drivers into the top 10 tonight. Obviously, Red Bull sitting pretty on 2nd and 3rd.
Right, so we're just waiting for everyone to ready up so that we can start the formation lap in what looks to be a dry Silverstone. Not very often that we have this luxury of a dry Silverstone. As I said earlier, Tier 2 on Monday night was also dry. We only had one safety car. Right, and as the guys ready up, we see the two tire strategies. One stop strategy for a medium and a soft strategy.
I think Sean just put the tire info on for us there so we can see who's starting on what. There we go. Top two drivers there on mediums. They're looking good for the strategy. Avilach, he's going to look racy in third. He definitely seems to have the pace. He's on the softs. And then we've got Nam, Red Bull, Ronald, all on the mediums. Ruan, he's also there in a nice pack on the softs. Can he make a few places at the start? Nick, he's also looking for strategy tonight in eighth on the medium. The two Ferraris, they are both on softs. They definitely have a team strategy at play there.
And it looks like we have two disqualifications already, Ron, from Yakunach and It's Me Buddha.
Yeah, maybe it's just Codemasters formation lap issues. Let's hope we see them on the grid as we start. Bonita, thanks for your comment there on the stream. Good luck, guys. Keep it clean. Yes, I think definitely. Be nice to see the guys fight it out on the first lap. A bit of mix of soft and medium tires right up front even. But of course you want to see everyone get through and fight cleanly.
Grimdor trying to hold the pack up there. Some of the drivers have created a nice space between themselves already, so
I said thanks. We see your quality there, stream quality a bit bad tonight. Is it if you could just give us a hint there, is it the audio quality, or is it do you think it's a network connection lag or something? Cool, most of the drivers lined up, some of the guys just waiting for Codemasters to put them back into position.
And there we go, guys. So
for 5 lights.
And we are away with the two-stop strategy. We have Grimjaw leading the pack. Going into the first corner, Grimjaw stays ahead of Lee van Ryan and Avilach. Guys keeping it very nice and clean around.
Oh dear, and I see Nam Bulldog Sean, he's off the track. He's lost a few places. As we expect, we can see Avilach looking quite racy. He's right behind Lee on the soft tires.
Oh, and Rowan going a bit wide there.
And Sean, I think
we have a safety car.
Yeah, RTZ Bernard Adrian, he's on DNF already. I think out of Farm Village I saw a car shoot off the track. It must have been at that incident. At the same time I did see Nam Bulldog, he was off the track, but he still managed to hold on to 6th. Thanks, Hilla. We see there is a bit of a network lag. I hope it's not too bad for everyone. I hope you can still hear us. We will push through anyway. We'll blame Vox at the end of the night for the network issues. Sean, can you maybe show us who gained and lost places while we've got a bit of time under the safety car? There we go. The first 3 unchanged, Grimjaw, Lee, and Heinrich Avilach, just keeping it very clean. They were very close, very racy. Ruan, he's up 3 places. I think he's on the soft tire, so he's made that work for him. Although, no, that is changing. I wonder if there's some guys in the pit, Sean.
Just see Ronald has jumped into the pit to change the wing.
I see also It's Me Buddha's there, Donovan Duffy's there, Kyle is there. Medium tires, hard tires for It's Me Buddha. A long way to go on hard tires. It's not impossible, but are you going to be competitive in race pace? Maybe not so much later in the race, Sean, when guys get fresher sets of mediums and softs on.
Let's just have a look at what tires were.
Yeah, it's not a bad time to stop. You know, you get your tire change out the way at least. You still catch up to the back of the pack. Some of the guys there at the back that have stopped, they have lost some places.
So Donovan Duffy went onto the medium tire.
Yeah, he'll surely have to stop again from there, but yeah, I think the compromise of hard and pace might just be a bit too much. We just did a check on the network on our side. We seem to be okay. We hope it's not too bad. Please stay with us. Network permitting, we will carry on as far as we can. Safety car staying out at least another lap. If I look on the map, it looks like all the cars have caught up at least. Guys serving about, keeping tires warm. I would suspect, Sean, at the end of this lap, the safety car should be in, and we can get on our way again.
Absolutely. So important to keep your tires warm, especially those guys on the hard tire comes into its own later on in the race, but
Have the race slightly delayed by the safety car. Just to make mention of our sponsors, DR Projects, AD Performance, Durable Projects. By the way, Durable sponsoring the next race in Belgium, Firecore Publishing, and Isando Truck and Trailer. Thanks for your involvement. Now Grimjaw getting close to the safety car. He looks like he's ready to go. He's been working that, and there we've got from race control, safety car in this lap. Grim is now the safety car. He is controlling the pace. He's still working on his tires.
Avalach looking really racy tonight, as well as Lee van Rijn.
Yeah, I think Avilach and Ruan are going to look at this restart to make use of their soft tires. And it looks like Grimjaw is bolted. He doesn't want to wait any longer. Lee behind him, 8/10 or so. Avilach also about 8/10. Ruan looking very close to Avilach. He's 5/10 away only.
And we're back racing. Grimjaw leading the pack still nicely. Ruan and Avalach very close together.
Just seeing a bit further down the pack, guys getting close to each other. Nam Bulldog, he's just behind Red Bull DTM. Behind him, Nick. These guys are all in mediums in this little battle, so they are all 100% fighting each other. Ooh, someone off the track there.
In sector 2. I think Lee's off the track. I don't know what happened there. And that drops him down to 10th, Ron. And it's me Buddha with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I can't see if anything is missing on that Williams.
No, he's definitely going a lot slower. Oh,
Sniffalizer and Lee come together.
Instantly brings out the virtual safety car. That looks like the end of Lee's race. He's missing a front left wheel. Front of his car is not looking great. Sniffalizer Keegan, he seems to be out of the race as well. He's not coming out of that sand trap. Yeah, Lee just seemed to have a bit of a problem somewhere in the lap. We saw Nam Bulldog and that pack shoot past him while Lee was off the track. He came back onto the track, but Shawnee definitely looked a lot slower, and then just looked like the top of Stowe just into that corner. There wasn't enough space for both of them. Lee thought he was clear. I think Keegan thought he had enough space and speed to shoot past. They made contact, and that's the end of their race.
It looks like Ronald had to back off there for that incident, so he's got some time to make up as well.
Yeah, Ronald's already had a pit stop. He's on the medium tire, on the hard tires. That's why he's there at the back of the grid. But yeah, he's definitely was held up by that incident. Virtual safety car obviously means you don't make up that time. But virtual safety car has ended, and we are back to racing. Right up front, Grimjaw, he's got a gap of 1.8 seconds now. Maybe he timed the virtual safety car really well. Abilak has got a bit of gap behind of him to Red Bull DTM, 1.7 seconds as well. Nam Bulldog, he seems to have closed up right behind Red Bull DTM. And they will keep fighting for that last podium position. And just further down the track there, we've got Nam, we've got Yaku, just behind him Warlock, just behind him Ruan. These guys are all on soft tires. They'll be looking to make this first study count for them. Donovan Duffy, he has pitted as well. He pitted on the mediums. He's a few seconds behind this pack. So it's me Buddha, Kyle and Ronald, they're all the guys that had to pit after the first laps incidents, trying to recover their race from here. And Warlock getting really close to Yaku now, Sean. Couple of tens, not a place to overtake, but he'll have to follow him now for a while. And very hard, yeah, I think. There's a nice straight coming right up.
Gets a nice
Chapel
exit
State
there,
Ron. Yes, and DRS is enabled now, so he will get the assistance there. He seems to have a lot of ERS, but so must Yaku. Yaku stays ahead. Yaku must have had a better drive out of Chapel there, I think, because that is a nice longish DRS zone, very effective zone, and the positions stay unchanged.
And we have Nam Bulldog as well on Red Bull DTM. Should get a nice...
Yeah, here we go. Out of Village, he gets DRS as well onto the Wellington straight. Not a very long one, so I don't suspect he'll catch him, no, but he does get even closer. Half a second in it now. And Nam Bulldog's gonna try stay close now. Slight tricky part of the track to be following. And you can see already he's dropped that 5 tenths down to 8 tenths. Warlock again, he's still on the back of Yaku. He's fighting hard. It was less than 2 tenths there for a while. Let's see if he can follow me through Maggots. And Beckett's, yep, he's carrying a lot more speed. Can he get the better drive out of this time? But Jaco just seems to launch off the corner there, Sean. But this time, Warlock ever so closer. DRS, he still has a lot of ERS as well. Lurks up the inside. You don't really want to get too feisty in there. High speed corner, a lot can go wrong, but Warlock is following him. But I think he seems to have the pace, Sean. Maybe if he can just be patient, the chance will come.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Still stays behind.
Sean, just go first for the front to see. I don't know if Grimjaw had an issue. I saw Avilach close to him within a second, and I see he has now passed him. So we have a new leader in this race, Avilach. We said he looked racy tonight on those soft tires, making it work for him early on. It only took 7 laps or so, and he has taken the lead of this race. He will probably want to extend that gap now, I think. We don't know how the tire strategies play out later, but the bigger gap he can get now, the better safety he can get on. I think the more he can defend later on when he's on the mediums and Grimjaw's on the softs. So important for him to get that gap now.
So Avilach trying to hold on to that place.
Yeah, I think it also depends where you pass on this track. It means the guy that you just passed now is really close behind you, and we can see there Grimjaw, he gets the help of DRS now. I doubt he'll catch Avilach. Looks like Avilach got a great drive out of there. Obviously with the soft tires it is a bit easier to get good drive. Drivers using slightly different lines. And yeah, we go to start the 9th lap. The race leaders are within 3/10 of each other. This is what we want to see. We want to see guys fighting. Avilach did well to close the gap. He did well to pass him, but he's now going to have to turn the pace up. Tersha and Bonita, I can see your comments there on the stream. Bonita, you mustn't forget about it, please, in the afternoons. Yeah, DRS again for Grimjaw. He's looking really close to Avilach. Avilach, I don't know if he's at some point going to start struggling on those softs. He might jump into the pits pretty soon. Sean, what's the pit strategy? It's about lap 8, 9, 10, I guess, for the softs. They would have been slightly extended by the early safety car and virtual safety cars. But Grimjaw is keeping in check with him. I think these medium tires are working a bit better than the softs by the looks of it. You see Avilach's bum just step out a bit there through Chapel. Grimjaw getting very close, but again, this is not the corner to overtake. It takes a lot of patience around this side of the track. Avilach stays out. He's going to have another few laps, I guess. And not far behind that, Red Bull DTM is also getting much closer to that battle in front. Just behind him, Damn Bulldog. So our top 4 separated by less than 4 seconds. This is exactly what we want to see.
We have Jaco Nagel as well.
Yeah, Warlock has now passed him, Sean, so they've swapped positions. And that battle for 7th, 8th is still quite close. They're all on the soft tires. Just behind him, Ruan, he seems to have dropped a bit off now. I wonder if he had an issue. I did see a yellow flag, and we have another virtual safety car. Sure, I didn't see any incidents out there on track. So we missed the action there of the virtual safety car. Looks like it must have been Donovan Duffy had an incident. And safety car over, we race again. Gromjo seems to have timed that really well.
And Red Bull DTM getting past.
Yeah, I think they're swapping positions here. Nambulda getting a 3-second time penalty in the middle of that. And he is ahead. Oh, and Red Bull DTM, they must have made contact. Can we flick down to Red Bull Sean? Let's just see if he's managed to carry on going. Yes, he's recovered. I can't see from here yet if he's got much damage. Right, the left-hand side, everything, end plates intact. He's just had a spin. I don't know if he dropped it by himself or they made contact. But a hard part of the lap to be racing through. He seems to have no damage, so he'll carry on. But he's dropped all the way from 3rd to 8th.
Under pressure from Ruan now as well, Ron.
Yeah, and Ruan is on those soft tyres, although we can see Ruan looking squiggly there already. Through, I think, Luffield it was. His tyres are going to start complaining, these softs. But he'll have no problem with trying to use the last bit of his tyres for a bit of track position.
And there Ruan gets past Red Bull DTM. I can't see anything wrong on that car, Ron, so it's me Buddha also getting past Red Bull DTM as well.
Yeah, I think I think the problem is after that spin, he may just have lost a bit of tire temperature or overheated them slightly. And as we said earlier, this is a track where you've got to hook up every corner, and if you don't, it does punish you the whole way through that sector, or even through the whole lap. So he might just take another lap or so to settle back into a time. We expect him to not be out of this at all, I don't think. Slightly further up, I think. There we go. Jaco Nagel just past Warlock.
Well then, Jaco getting past Warlock, yeah.
Yeah, I think Warlock caught him a lap or two ago. Jaco just didn't let him check out. He stayed right on his tail, on his back wing, and took the position back. Good fighting and competitive spirit. Just see right at the top, Grimjaw. He is within 2 sets of Abilach as they go through Maggots, Beckett's. Not sure if Heinrich is maybe struggling on those tires, but Grimjaw easily seeming to be able to keep up with him. Grimjaw puffs up a bit of grass there, so he loses a bit of time out of Chapel. Gives Abilach some room to breathe, even though he had a DRS. I won't be surprised, and there it is, yeah.
And we have our race leader going into the pits.
Sean, where does he go from here? I suppose hards is a good choice. Can you make mediums last? I think so. There are guys out of there on mediums. Grimjaw looking very good, 12 laps old. There are only 30 laps left. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the mediums.
And he does. He goes on to the medium tyre. Well done.
There we go. Let's see where he slots out. Our race leader, he's already down in 8th, 9th. Carl should pass him as well. Jaco obviously in the pits as well, and Ronald a bit further back.
And Jaco fitting the medium tyre as well, so good choice on that.
Yeah, I'd say the guys who used their soft tyres the best in the first section of this race was definitely Abilach and Jaco. They both pushed them, I think, quite far. They also made sure they gained the positions they had to, and now they're on the mediums to the end of the race.
So Red Bull DTM getting very close to Ismi Buddha.
Yeah, with a few pit stops. Yeah, there were a few pit stops, so I think he moved from 9th back to 7th. He'll probably still want to be on this medium tyre another couple of laps, so he's going to have to do a bit of racing, I think, to get the track position back.
Nam Assassin as well will be going into the pits with those 12 lap old tyres. And we're on board with Abilach as he
just drives around him.
Past FTRF1 Ronald, well done.
Yeah, Ronald putting those hard tyres, 10 laps old. Avilach brand new mediums, that's almost no match. Candy from a baby, Sean. A few more guys in the pits. Ruan, Nam Assassin, and Warlock.
Nam Assassin coming out on the medium tire. Ruan also coming out on the medium tire.
Yeah, Red Bull DTM, he's still trying to, I think, recover the positions here, just struggling a bit with track limits there. I think he had a bit of damage on these mediums when he spun, Sean. He's still in 5th, not be able to get past It's Me Buddha in the 11 lap old hard, so I think he's really struggling on whatever he's feeling in the car at the moment.
Let's just look at the pit stops quickly.
Yeah, drivers who haven't stopped, obviously our leading 3 drivers, Grim, John, Nam, Bulldog and Nick, they are still making those mediums work from the start. It's Me Buddha, he's got good track position there after his one stop. He of course put new tires on the first lap of this race, so if he can make those last a bit longer, this might be work out well for him. Red Bull DTM, he's struggling on the tires. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to put a bit sooner to get something back from this race. And then everyone else has stopped: Kyle, Avilach, Ronald, Nam Assassin, Ruan, Yakunachel and Warlock.
Ron, what do you reckon these medium tire starters will go in on? What lap?
Yeah, I think lap 16, 17, I guess they would want to push it so that they got a good use of those soft tires at the end.
As I say that, Nam Bulldog on his medium tire goes in on lap 15.
Yeah, he's had enough of them. I know nothing about when they should stop.
With 10 laps left in the race, a pair of softs could also work here.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think Avilach put it around about lap 12 or 13, I think, on his pair of softs.
And
so, yeah.
as we say that, a pair of soft tires goes on Nam Bulldog's car. As his teammate passes him on his medium tires, he's currently in 8th. He should come out ahead of Ruan.
Sean, I got a feeling Nam Bulldog had a bit of a issue there, because I was watching the gap between him and Grimjaw. It was bigger than I expected it to be, and you can see how far behind his teammate he came out of the pits. They were right close to each other within a second or two a couple of laps ago before the pit stops. Let's just maybe get an update on those pit stops. Who hasn't stopped? Grim, John, Nick, Red Bull, DTM, they are the only drivers now who hasn't stopped yet. Now that everyone else has stopped, I think Grimjaw might start thinking of when he can stop. He looks like he might come out very close to where Avilach is at the moment if Grimjaw stops. So that's, I think, the battle to look out for here.
I mean, Avilach has worked his way up to 4th place already.
Yeah, Avilach has timed this really well. I don't know if he's obviously race engineers working really well tonight. I think he came out into a very clear piece of track, 7 open seconds in front of him, so he can just try to see that. And as we see, just watching Red Bull DTM, he is still stuck there behind It's Me Buddha. Side by side there for a second, but he decides eventually to play the patient game, not cause himself any more trouble. Further down the pack, Nam Bulldog, he's just past Nam Assassin, I think.
And that was Ruan.
Sorry, Ruan. That was Ruan, sorry. Yeah. Getting a good use of those brand new softs straight out the pits, almost Nam Bulldog.
And our race leader is in the pits.
Yeah, there we go. He's got a few extra laps on those softs, maybe compared to, or a few less laps on those softs, so he'll be able to push for pace a lot better. No surprises there in the softs. I guess what we are looking at is where he comes out on track compared to Avilach. And as Nick goes through, It's Me Buddha goes through,
So
Carl
Avilach
goes
is
through.
running the first corner. And he comes out just behind Grimjaw.
Tantalizingly close there. I think Avilach had the nice clear track. I think he had to put in some laps there, but Grimjaw's kept it solid up front, and he comes out ahead of Avilach anyway. About 2 seconds in it, he might be quite quick. I think Sean on the soft tires. Grimjaw, he'll look to build on that gap now. Avilach, I guess he's got to keep it quick and consistent and stay within tabs in case Grimjaw's tires don't quite last to the end. And that's Grimjaw. He passed in the pits by Kyle, but he is already behind him. Brand new softs, DRS, gets a good drive. Looks like Kyle was a bit squiggly out of that corner as well. So Grimjaw up in third.
I've been seeing a lot of penalties come up tonight, Ron. Do you want to check that for us?
Yeah, let me get that up.
Just go back to the stops. Let's just have a look. Everyone has stopped. So Carl on a good wicket there, Ron. On his hard tires.
Yeah,
16
Carl's
16 lap old hard tires.
Yeah, he's got another 7 or so laps to squeeze out of those hards, so it's not impossible. Avilach looks like he's closing a bit on him. He should pass him. Ronald a bit further behind, also on older hards. He might not quite be able to close that gap. But Carl is carrying a 5-second time penalty, so he'll have to be mindful of that. Hopefully he's got engineers whispering that into his ear. Carl also seems to be carrying a couple of track limit penalties as well, so he seems to be racking them up at this rate. Grimjaw looks like he has a 3-second time penalty. Let's just check behind him, Avilach. He seems to have had some warnings, looks like 2 penalties. So he'll have to keep it quick and keep it clean.
Red Bull DTM getting very close to Jaco Nagel.
Yeah, he's now on the soft tires. Hopefully they treat him better than his first set of mediums. He's back into the points positions. Still time left in this race. The battle up front here. Everyone's 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th even. Everyone close enough to each other to still be battling it out for some points at the end of this race. And somewhere towards the front of this battle, we've got Nick. He's on brand new softs, getting very close to Nam Bulldog. He's on 3-lap old softs. This is the fight for 7th. Not too far up the road from them is Nam Assassin in 6th. So there are a few points to fight for here. Definitely worthwhile trying. And then we see Red Bull DTM. We said he was looking racy on those new softs. Fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:27.3. Guys starting to rack up penalties. Jaco Nagel, he gets another 3-second penalty.
And there's Avelach getting past Carl on his 18-lap old hards.
Yeah, I suspect Carl may not have contested that too much. I think Carl just needs to try racking the laps now. He needs to try keep his average pace up quite nicely.
Up the road from a bit with Carl to see how his pace is in the race. So he's up by 1.2 seconds in the second sector. Looking very racy against Avelach there.
Yeah, I think the use of DRS and a bit of a toe just helping him. I suspect Avelach on those medium tires might be able to drop him eventually.
And he's up by 1.2 seconds in that sector as well. So the tires are definitely falling off. He might be able to go another 2-3 laps before he has to pit.
Yeah, look, there's only 4 laps left, so I guess he'll try and make these odds go to the end now. Which reminds me, just go back to the top there. Sean, let's just see, It's Me Buddha, he has had a pit stop a very, very long time ago under safety car. He's on 19-lap old hards, but he's leading this race. He's got 3 seconds back to Grimjaw. We can just monitor that gap and see if Grimjaw can catch him. 4 laps to go. 3 seconds, Grimjaw will have to be super fast, but It's Me Buddha seems to have a good shot here, Sean, at a podium, maybe even the win.
I have seen a 3-second penalty for It's Me Buddha, so if we can just extend that lead by a second or so, he can definitely be in for the win.
Yeah, I think he might be fighting to stay ahead of Grimjaw, regardless of penalties. I think Grimjaw's taking, I think this lap already that we've been watching is taken half a second out of him. So I suspect he'll catch him by about lap 24, 25 anyway. Avelach, he's a further 7 seconds behind. Depending on penalties, he might have a chance of catching It's Me Buddha as well. Carl, he's still 4th, 20-lap old hards now, but behind him Ronald also on 25-lap old on hards. Ronald has closed that gap though to 5 and a bit seconds. We know Carl does have a bit of a penalty, so Carl will have to also, I think, get a move on if he wants to hold on to that 4th.
It's Me Buddha has had 2 podiums already, so he's not new to the podiums.
Just going further back, look at this battle. Nam Assassin, he is half a second behind Ronald. Half a second behind him is Nick. 9/10ths behind is Nam Bulldog. And then Ruan, Red Bull DTM, Jaco Nagel and Warlock all right there within each other. So very late in this race, we are seeing guys very close to each other. Nam Assassin, he's getting very close, has to back off. Not the place for a overtake, but that has given Nick a bit of a sniff. Just the wrong part of the track. Guys racking up, Nam Bulldog racking up penalties, Nick racking up penalties. DRS, both drivers have DRS. Might come down to who has the most ERS by the end of the straight. And it's definitely not Nick, as he is not able to catch up there, but on his soft he's looking very racy. And he's going to try the inside, late braking, just not enough space. Nam Assassin does give him space.
Slight contact between the two drivers there, but keeping it very clean.
No, rubbing is racing. I think all's fair in love and war here. Just looking at the bottom there, Yakunachel, he's gone into the pits. I think he's realized that this race is not going to be about too many points for him. He's serving a 5-second penalty, but then they'll put soft tires on him and he might come out for the honor of fastest lap. He won't get a point for that, but bragging rights is worth something as well. Just back to the front, 2 laps to go. Grimjaw here has closed that gap. 3 seconds we saw 2-3 laps ago. That's now under a second. You have to feel that that Itsme Buddha is definitely going to be under pressure here very shortly. Bonita, yes, pressure, we can feel it. We're getting very excited here in the comms box. Further down, Red Bull DTM, I see he's just passed Ruan, so he's back in 9th position. Right in front of him, Nam Bulldog, Nick, Nam Assassin and Ronald. They are all still very close to each other. A big battle, and if you follow Grimjaw here, you feel like it's inevitable now. Just half a second behind. He's on 6-lap old softs. They will still be sweet. I think Itsme Buddha 22 old lap hards. They are going to be 50-60% worn, I think, and probably not much in terms of defense he's going to be able to put up.
But at least putting up a good fight from Itsme Buddha.
Yeah, absolutely. He's made the strategy work, and I think it's probably still good enough for definitely at least the podium. Yeah, down the Woodcott straight, not DRS in this zone, but I think Grimjaw is looking very racy. He knows he's got to be patient here, though. It's probably inevitable. He's going to try stay close through Maggots, Beckett's. And yeah, Chappell, he's going to stay as close as he can. Try use his better tires to get the power on. DRS doesn't have much ERS left, but I don't think he needs it. Oh, I think he backed out there just trying to save his wing. Still darts over to the right, but he gives Itsme Buddha space. Very fair, clean racing. He has still got 1 lap left after this one where he can try fight. Itsme Buddha's not giving up. I think he, as we see him clip that sausage curve, but it hasn't affected him too much. 2/10 is all that's in it in the final lap of this race.
Very good driving from both the drivers. Good defense from Itsme Buddha on the final lap of the race.
Yeah, and Grimjaw, you'll be desperate out of here to DRS. Yeah, Kunachel, he won't get fastest lap. We see him retire from the session. Still only 2/10 on this last lap. Grimjaw is got enough tires to hang on and follow him through the corners, but he just seems to be out of ERS. I think Itsme Buddha may have managed that better, but now they're side by side.
And Grimjaw just gets past.
Brilliant respect by both drivers. Itsme Buddha, he's not sitting down, he's staying in it. We also see Itsme Buddha, you can see he has used all his ERS, nothing left there for him anymore. 4/10 still behind, even with DRS he's not able to catch Grimjaw. And Grimjaw, he has stayed quick the whole night. He surprised us in qualifying with a magnificent lap, and he rounds the fast corner. He had to catch Itsme Buddha. He had to fight him a lot for 2, 3, 4, 5 laps. Yes, Sella, I'm with you. Go, Grimjaw.
Well done, Grimjaw. Itsme Buddha with those 24-lap old hards. And Avalach crosses the finish line as well with these 13-lap old mediums.
Pretty nice to see in the podium positions. Penalties not playing a role. And Kyle crosses the line in 4th, but he's carrying a few penalties, so that cost him a bit. Driver of the day, Carl. Sean, would you agree? Who's your driver of the day?
Ron, I'd also have to say Carl. I mean, Carl's currently 18 in the Drivers' Championship. His best finish has been 4th place. He got 5th today. So well done to everybody. Awesome race. Kept it clean, kept it tidy. Ron, will you just invite the guys into the comments box for us? So, your race results. Grimjaw Jagger with 6 seconds penalties in 1st place. It's Me Buddha in 2nd place. Avilach in 3rd place. Nam Assassin, well done, in 4th place. Ronald in 5th. Carl with a 6th place. Well done, Carl. I think you really showed us how those hard tires are supposed to be worked. Red Bull DTM in 7th, Ruan in 8th. Warlock in 9th, Nam Bulldog in 10th, Nick in 11th, Yaku in 12th, Donovan in 13th, and Lee Van Rooyen in 14th. Well done to all the drivers, kept it nice and clean, and it was a good race, right?
Grimjaw, our race winner. How are you, Trevor? Welcome to the comms box.
Yo, how you doing, man?
Wow, man, there was a lot of pressure in those last few laps just watching you catch up to It's Me Buddha, but he didn't seem to give you an easy last few laps there. We thought with the soft tires it was going to be easier.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he made life difficult. I was sweating those last few laps. I was sweating.
You pushed quite hard there, Trevor.
Yes, when I tried to, man. I tried to. Just I knew the minute I saw It's Me Buddha and with those hard tires, like, yes, now I've got a mountain of a task now to catch up.
Well, you managed to do it in the last 2 laps, so very well done to you.
The flying lap there, was that on purpose?
No, actually, I messed up because I hadn't had a chance to practice, so my setup wasn't the best. I just used one that I had sitting around, but I messed up my invalid in my first lap there.
He was sandbagging. Don't let him tell you anything else.
We don't believe you, Trevor.
I'm serious.
Yeah, just tell us the truth.
No, honestly, I wasn't sandbagging. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
sure
well
you
done,
weren't.
mate. That was a brilliant race, hard fight at the end. And Anna, It's Me Buddha. Tell us, mate, how did 19, 20, 22, how 23-lap-old Hards feel when Grimjaw was fighting you at the end?
At the end, they were tired, but it felt good straight through until the end. It was actually, I didn't expect it to be so good, but it was unbelievably good.
We weren't
at the end,
expecting it
obviously-
either. Sure, we were saying Grimjaw's catching you, he's going to put you to bed, and then 2-3 laps later, you guys were still fighting corner for corner, two tenths in it, most of it. Well done.
Yeah, I was just at first, I was like, I'm just gonna let him pass, and I'm like, maybe he has a six second penalty, and then I was like, nah, I need to fight.
No, it was a very well done from yourself, Anu. Well done on that.
Well done, Anna. We almost forgot to, on those hards, we didn't realize that you were the race leader, and then a few laps to go, we saw, okay, well, you're not pitting again, no one's catching you. You've pulled off that strategy. Well done, very well thinking.
Yeah, I was on mediums, and then I think I lost my wing. I pitted on that first safety car, and then I just hold through.
No, well done, mate. Very good racing, very entertaining. You even had people on the stream commenting and telling us how much pressure it is and how nail-biting it is. So well done. Good fighting, good clean racing, guys. It was very good to watch.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Trevor as well. It was good.
Hey, dude, I didn't want to lose the front wing, man.
Yeah, well done, Arno. A good race, mate. Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Heinrich, tell us about your race. You seem to get very feisty with your soft tires in the beginning. After the pit stops, You had a nice clear
Yeah,
piece of road. We thought you were going to be much closer to Grimjaw after the pit stops.
yeah, I was saving some tires for later on because I knew I was going to run out of tires eventually. And personally, I think soft mediums was the wrong decision. I think medium hards would have probably been better. The softs were pretty plonked after 9, 10 laps, and those tires I looked well after in quali. So the softs I think the time difference between the softs and the mediums, 0.5 was just not enough to get away from Grim. He made a couple of stupid mistakes, invalidated corners and stuff. So yeah, it wasn't the right strategy, I think, between me and my race engineer, but it's fun. A podium, we'll take it. I don't think I was on the pace anyway with Grim. I mean, he was extremely quick in qualifying. Buddha caught us snapping on the hards, which is fine. But from a championship point of view, it's all good. It's all
It
good.
looks very good for you, HP. As we were discussing, Donovan, Yaku, were out of the race, so that definitely is going to increase your championship points, eh?
Yeah, look, it's always difficult. You need to sum up situations and have a look around who's around you and who do you need to fight and who you don't need to fight. Buddha obviously had a couple of bad races, so he's not on my radar at the moment. Well, not yet, but and he's coming. I know he is, but bad races you need to turn around and at least score points, and then your good races needs to be good. So tonight I'm a bit disappointed. I think maybe second if Buddha didn't catch me napping on the hearts. We completely missed that. I don't know how we missed that, but he completely drove the wheels off those hearts. So I couldn't catch him. I couldn't even catch Grim. So, but it's good. It's Silverstone done. I was bargaining on rain. I was hoping for rain, and it didn't, which is yeah.
No, very well done, guys. Don't worry, Red Bull engineers that caught everyone napping. I think there was so much people on different tire strategies after the first safety car and the virtual safety car, guys putting out of position, out of everything. And I think it's Buddha, just well done, mate. You kept it going through all that mess and obviously had the pace to stay out in front and fight for a good podium at the end.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult. I think he made completely the right decision. I think it's extremely difficult when there's a safety car on the first 4 laps because you really don't know what to do. I didn't want to do the hards. Not that I didn't feel comfortable on the hards, but I didn't think it would be the tire, and it ended up being the tire that should have been fitted. And I think Grim, if he looks back as well, he would have probably thought, you know what, maybe the hards was the better option under the safety car. But anyway, these two gents had an awesome race, so well done, guys.
Yeah,
Brilliant, and
Awesome. Thanks
I
so
hope
much.
there was a lot of views on the stream, and it was exciting for everyone to watch. So
yeah,
great.
we had quite a bit of comments. We even had a stranger driver ask us for details to join FTR, so we've put them onto the
Hey, that's
website.
good news. That makes us proud.
So
That makes me extremely
that is
proud. So
a tick in that box, eh?
yeah, so just for me to finish off, Grim, welcome to Tier 1, mate, and a brilliant drive. Arnu, nice to have you back, guys. And then Sean and Ron, stellar job again. I'm going to look at the stream a little bit later, but well done, guys.
100% HB, and again, thanks to the top three guys. You gave us a very interesting and stunning race, very clean. To all the drivers who raced tonight, very clean, well done. And just to comment two things, Nam Assassin had no penalties, not one. Everyone else had a
Unbelievable.
penalty, so
Wow.
well done
Jeez.
Well
to
done.
Nam Assassin.
Well done, Gerard. Yeah,
And
that's good stuff.
yeah, that was. Oh, and Carl was driver of the day, also on the same hard strategy. Just couldn't hold the drivers back, but finished in sixth place.
Brilliant stuff.
Excellent. So, guys, thanks again, and we will see you in Hungary.
We are very hungry for Hungary. Yes, we are.
Excellent. Excellent.
Cheers,
Great
guys.
stuff. Thanks,
Great.
guys.
Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Congrats, guys. Bye.
Cheers.
Guys on the stream, thanks again very much for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you in Hungary next week, Monday. Next week, Wednesday. Thanks, guys, and have an awesome evening.